Today on Karamo, Brandon knew Tiffany was a married woman.
You playing both sides of the field.
But you knew I was married, though, right?
But there's also one thing he didn't know.
Tiffany confessed something to you last night.
And now everyone needs to know whether or not he's the father of her child.
I think it's time to unlock this DNA mystery and get to the truth of it.
But first,
So when was the last time you saw your sister?
it's two sisters whose entire relationship is on the line.
Literally trying to fight me in the hospital.
Their mother is here,
She always told me that. Yeah, let's be for real.
and their brother is here.
She don't know how to be a sister.
The root cause of all the problems in this family will be unlocked.
Marquisa, I have to say something to you, and this is very serious. You need to hear this.
And something you won't believe is about to happen.
Being bullied your entire life can be traumatizing enough. Now, what if that bully was your own sister? Nyah says her older sister, Marquisa, has not only bullied her, she has tormented the entire family. So everyone, please welcome Nyah to the show so we can hear her side of the story. Hi. Can I have a hug?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Please sit. So please tell me, when did this bullying begin in your opinion?
Marquisa has bullied me my entire life. When we was little, my mom would have her watch us and babysit us because she worked a lot. And she would just do she would whoop us, which that was not her responsibility to do it all.
There's a 10-year difference between y'all, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it, understand. Okay, so when was the last time you saw your sister?
It's been about a year.
Wow, it's been a year.
Yeah.
Why has it been so long since y'all seen each other?
A little over a year ago, she asked me to watch her dog, Coco. But I'm like, yeah, I could watch your dog, but I can only watch one of them because she has two of them. She's like, no, Nyah, I need you to do this for me. I do everything for you. You can handle two dogs, it's not that big of a deal. So I text her friend and I was like, can I drop this dog off? When I got back, she didn't talk to me for 2 or 3 days and thanked me, didn't do anything.
And why? She's mad because?
She texted me and told me the reason why she didn't talk to me for 2 days was because her friend fed Coco Chinese food. What did that got to do with me? I kept Nora and I did everything I was supposed to do for this. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You should be mad at him. Fast forward a month or 2 later, I had a really bad allergic reaction and I called my mom, she wasn't answering. I called my brother, he wasn't answering. So I'm like, me and my sister really ain't been talking, but it's just I need somebody I don't know what's gonna happen, So I was like, can you meet me at the hospital? She finally gets in there and she's just talking about the dog situation. She bringing up old stuff. She made a scene. She had my blood pressure up at 154 because she trying to kiss me and after just arguing with me about the dog situation. So then I blocked her Snapchat, blocked her on Instagram. I deleted her number, everything. And then we didn't talk for a minute because my brother called my sister and was like, hey, can you take me to work? I didn't even know my brother was going to work this day. Fast forward the day, I go back in my mom room. My mom on the phone with my sister. So she got her on speaker and she's like, my sister, all I hear is, yeah, she's lazy. She'll never want to do nothing for nobody. I don't understand why she couldn't take him to work. Can you ask her if she could pick Marshawn up from work because I'm tired. I got stuff to do. I got to work in the morning. Just all of this. And I'm listening. I'm like, dang, who's she cussing out? Because this sound like who being lazy?
Yeah.
So then my mom get off the phone. I'm like, who's she talking about? She's like, you. I said, no, she not talking about me because I don't even talk to her. Why is she asking me to do something that's your responsibility to go do? Marshawn called and asked you to pick him up from work. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So then I was like, you could tell her I said no.
Because Marshawn asked, because I just want to be clear in the story. He asked Marquisa if he can take her. Okay,
and pick him up.
And pick him up.
Yeah. He get off of work at midnight. So I was in my room. I was on the phone with my boyfriend. And she just bust open my door. I'm like, so I turn over, she like, so let me ask you this. You couldn't go get Marshawn from work? I said, I couldn't do what Marshawn asked you to do? Of course not. Then it just went into Marquisa show is what I call it. She just started calling me lazy. She started calling me a bitch. She started just going full blown out. So then I'm like, oh, you gotta go. So I walk her to the front and then my sister start kicking off her shoes, start taking off her jacket she want to fight. And she get right in my face. She's like, or what? Or what? So I stole off her. You are in my personal bubble and you always poking me and I never put my hands on you. I never say nothing to you. You calling me out my name. You talking crazy. I let you do whatever because it's I have respect for you because you're older. But in that moment, I was like, if you don't respect me, I'm not gonna respect you. So I hit her, and her glasses broke, and we started.
Was that the first time y'all ever got physical?
Yes.
All right, well, everyone, I think it's time to meet Nyah's sister, Marquisa. So everyone, please welcome Marquisa to the show. Hi, Marquisa.
Hi.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so how would you describe your attitude towards Nyah?
In general?
Yes.
I feel like now, within the past year, my attitude towards her has kind of been resentful.
Why are you talking like that?
Nyah's relationship with her older sister is on the line.
She always called me fat. Every day is, I'm out of shape.
And something you won't believe is about to happen.
Marquisa, I have to say something to you, and this is very serious. You need to hear this.
Plus, one married woman, one man who is not her husband,
Tiffany confessed something to you last night.
and one all-important DNA outcome.
Nyah says her older sister, Marquisa, has not only bullied her, she has tormented the entire family.
Marquisa has bullied me my entire life. So she would whoop us. That was not her responsibility to do it all.
There's a 10-year difference between y'all, right?
Yeah,
So when was the last time you saw your sister?
a year.
I feel like now, within the past year, my attitude towards her has kind of been resentful.
Why are you talking like that?
My attitude has been very resentful. I could say formally, like in the past, like I've always just been like supportive and there for her. But since within the past year, since we haven't spoken, like no.
How are you
hasn't been.
supportive? Besides
They want-
giving me money, it's what I'm asking you. How are you supportive?
Just in general, overall?
Yes. How are you
I
supportive?
mean, well, I feel like I've been supportive with you through your high school years. Your senior year was like not just difficult for you, but for the whole family. I was supportive with you with that. I've been supportive with you a number of things. I mean, you needed everything from food, from a refrigerator, to your dorm room, to your trunk party, to me inviting my friends to your games. I mean, I feel like
came
support.
to one game,
You asked,
Marquisa.
I'm not done because you asked me to explain
But
to
I'm
you.
saying you came
But
to one
you
game,
asked me.
Marquisa.
You asked me a
But
question.
everything you're saying is financial. I already said, is it financial? You're naming financial things. Food costs money, baby. Fridges cost money. Everything that you're saying is financial. When were you there for me? Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, anything like that? That's what I'm saying. When were you supporting me then? You came to one game. Girl, I played 60 games in a year. You came to one game last year. Like, come on, man.
Why were you so upset with her when she watched your dogs?
Because for one, I've already asked her to watch my dogs in advance.
One time.
And so I did not
It's
want
not my
her to
responsibility.
go out her way to contact my friend to take my dog over there. And then you do that and you bring absolutely nothing. Not food, not a dog pad, not a coat, nothing. So of course I was upset when my friend was like, I did the best I could do. I tried to feed her Chinese food. You know, sometimes she will eat the food.
What person
and
feeds somebody
sometimes she don't.
Chinese food to a damn dog? Like, that don't make sense to me. How are you gonna put that on
But why
me?
would you expect for him to buy some food?
Why
Why
would
you
you
didn't drop the food off?
I literally said, oh my gosh, I forgot the food. He said, you know what? I got food for the dog. Don't worry about it. Cool. I left.
You still didn't drop no dog pads off?
Marquisa, that man lives 30 minutes away. You think I'm finna...
That's why you shouldn't have done it to begin
And
with.
that's why I did it to begin with, because you should have done it to begin with. You shouldn't have put that on me.
So she said that you assaulted her in your hospital bed, when she was in the hospital bed. Is that true?
No, I did not.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. You was being weird. You was trying to kiss me, and I pushed you, and you made a scene like you always do. How did a nurse come
We're
in
trying
there
to
and my
fight you
blood
though,
pressure is
Nyah.
152
Nyah
up?
trying to fight you,
That
though.
didn't make sense. Marquisa, you was literally trying to fight me in the hospital. Be for real.
You're
Please
saying
don't.
that she pushed, you agree that you tried to kiss her after, and that
But why
she
would
pushed
you
you
try
away.
to kiss me?
I don't
That's
even
just
remember
weird.
trying to kiss her.
Yes, she was
I
trying
think
to
I was
kiss
trying
me.
to probably give her a hug. It
I don't
happened so
either.
while ago, I don't even remember.
How you affectionate when you called me out my name, when you called me fat? I was that affectionate.
What do you mean she called you fat?
She always called me fat. She literally, every day is, I'm out of shape.
Here you go. love.
Every day is something new.
Did you call her fat?
All time.
I have called her fat before.
Did she called you fat in this uniform?
She literally said, oh my God, her hair is so cute. Is that a wig? What? That's me.
So you said you have called her fat. Why did you call her fat?
I called Nyah fat the day that we had gotten into that altercation.
She always called me fat.
I've always supported her. I even told her, I'll help you get a personal trainer.
Have you ever complained to your sister about how you feel about your weight?
No. Why would I talk to her about my weight if she calling me fat 90% of the time?
I was just wondering.
No, I don't talk to her about nothing. Any jeans I wear, you getting thick. You look at the way you look.
Why did you offer the trainer? Where did that come from?
Because she was already discussed with me how her coach was already making comments and that how like she felt like she probably wasn't being played as much and how there's different aspects that's allowing her to gain a little weight. And so I'm always team her. And when I was calling her thick, it was actually a form of a compliment.
My producer told me that your sister calls you a bunch of names and you gave us a list of those names that you wanted me to see.
She do all the time.
Can I see the names that you're saying?
Me and Marshawn, all of
Calls
it.
you
Fat,
fat, out of
spoiled,
shape,
out of shape,
selfish.
bitch. She calls me a goofy. That's me and my mom. Every time Marquisa gets mad, it's you goofy. You and Marshawn, a bunch of goofies. Like,
What does that mean?
Like, we
I know what it means, calling somebody
idiots.
goofy, but
like, we dumb.
why are you calling them that? And did you call her these things?
Yes.
I've called her out of shape. I can admit to calling her fat. I say more self-centered than spoiled brat.
You say spoiled brat
I definitely
every
told her
single
she's
time.
acted selfish before.
She tells me I'm selfish
when
every
on our
day.
last altercation, I definitely called her name.
She did. She did. She did.
Okay. Nyah and Marquisha's mother, Tasha, is here. Welcome, Tasha. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You told my producers that you agree with Nyah that you think Marquisa is a bully.
What will the mother of these two sisters have to say?
Yeah, let's be for real.
And what will their brother have to say?
She don't know how to be a sister.
Stay tuned. And find out why this woman needs to show DNA proof for her child
Your daughter has another man's last name?
to a man who is not her husband.
You are the father.
Get off my stage!
How are you supporting?
You need everything from food, from a refrigerator to your dorm room, to your trunk party, to me inviting my friends to your games.
When were you there for me emotionally?
Why were you so upset with her when she watched your dogs?
Because for one, I've already asked her to watch my dogs in advance. I did the best I could do. I tried to feed her Chinese food, you know,
Oh my gosh, I forgot the food.
My producer told me that your sister calls you a bunch of names and you gave us a list of those names that you wanted me
She
to
do
see.
all the time.
Can I
all
see the
time.
names that you're saying?
Me and Marshawn, all of it.
Did you call her these things?
Yes.
Nyah and Marquisha's mother, Tasha, is here. You told my producers that you agree with Nyah that you think Marquisa is a bully.
She just has bully tendencies.
She's
But
a
yeah,
bully.
she has had quite a few situations where I would consider it being bullying.
Got it.
She bullies everybody.
How did Marquisa treat you when you moved in with her?
It was welcoming, but at the same time, it was kind of like
It was not no
30%, 30%.
Because you moved in with her, right?
Yeah.
And for how long?
It was about a month.
Not
Okay.
even a month. I helped her, but I moved my mama and my brother in with her, and I helped them bring the stuff from out the car to the house. She just walking around the house. And then when my mama left or got kicked out of my sister's house, yeah, let's be for real, I helped my mom move out.
Got it. How were you as a mom to each of them, do you think? Do you think you were a different mother to each of them?
Yeah.
Okay, in what ways?
I think went through different stages in my life. I had to be different because I grew up. Me and Marquisa grew up together. I had her when I was very young.
That's why she thinks she my mom.
And so,
That's how you feel?
Yes, that's why she thinks she my mom, because she think that, because my mom is my best friend. My mom knows how to communicate. My mom knows how to be vulnerable. She don't know how to do nothing. She don't know how to be a sister instead of my parents. That's her problem.
I didn't have a lot of people to trust in the state that we were living in. And I trusted Marquisa more than anything. So I did rely on her, you know, in different situations. I've even apologized to Marquisa for being a different parent, because I know that she saw me being
different side of you.
Yeah, a different side of
Yeah.
me. But that was just my growth, and It had nothing to do with loving her less or more or any of them.
Marquisa, you're getting emotional. What's going on?
Just listening.
Yeah. Did you kick your mother out of your house?
I did tell her I don't think this is going to work out.
She kicked her out.
Those are my exact words.
I'm getting a ping right now, and it's from your brother, Marshawn.
Marquisa, you're a bully. I don't like the way you talk to me. I feel like you don't respect me. And when I get back on my feet, I don't want you back in my life until you realize how to talk to me and respect me.
What does he mean, get back on his feet? What's going on?
He's staying with my sister right now because
staying with you?
we're going through something.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I have to tell you. Can you come join me on stage, please? I've heard enough.
What is the root cause of all the problems in this family?
Marquisa, I have to say something to you, and this is very serious. You need to hear this.
The surprising answer is next. Plus, one married woman,
But you knew I was married, though, right?
one man who is not her husband,
Tiffany confessed something to you last night?
and one all-important DNA outcome.
She has had quite a few situations where I would consider it being bullying.
Do you think you were a different mother to each of them?
Yeah, I had to be different because I grew up. Me and Marquisa grew up together. I did rely on her, you know, in different situations. I've even apologized to Marquisa for being a different parent.
I'm getting a ping right now, and it's from your brother, Marshawn.
Marquisa, you're a bully. When I get back on my feet, I don't want you back in my life until you realize how to talk to me and respect me.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I have to tell you. Can you come join me on stage, please? I've heard enough. Marquisa, I have to say something to you, and this is very serious. You need to hear this, and this is super important. I am sorry. I'm taking notes, and you don't deserve anything that has happened on this stage. And I don't know if you thought what was going to come out of my mouth, but I need to let you know that as an outside perspective, that I hear and see what's going on. What's making you emotional right now? Here you go. Take this. I'm sincerely sorry. You don't deserve to be called these names. You don't deserve it. And I didn't know what to expect as I'm coming out here. But as I'm taking notes on what you all are saying, like you see my card is full. This is what I do here when I take these notes. Mom, you put Marquisa in a difficult position as a child, and you never told her how to get out of that position. And all I'm hearing is everyone from even this video, which is why I just had to stop because I just started feeling it in my body. He's like, when I get back on my feet, I want you out of my life. Yet I'm again having to be the one to take care of you. I'm the one that has to step up. You're sitting here saying this to me, and I don't think you're a spoiled brat. I can see the hard work you're doing for yourself. I really can. But I also hear you saying that when no one else could pick up the phone, the person who did pick up the phone and came to the hospital was her. I'm hearing it. You said out of your own mouth, you said, oh yes, okay, Marquisa, you gave me money, you gave me a fridge, you gave me Uber rides, you gave me everything, but what about being there for me? And I'm like, I haven't even heard any time for you to be there for yourself. I just also heard you say your mom moved in with you and that you had to hit. Tell me about this burden you've had.
I mean, for Marshawn to even be at my house right now saying what he said, it's hurtful. It's hurtful, you know, and I kind of expected this to happen. You know, I kind of expected this to happen, but a part of me was trying to be very, very open and optimistic that something good could come from this. I don't see like...
Something good is going to come from this because I see you. And I'm not sure if you expected that.
And it's not, and I've said this because I like prayed about it. Like, it's so many like good things that that is like positive about Marquisa. It's not like, and I told anybody this, you're not like evil, you're not anything. It's just like when you have pain or something going on, we're supposed to be people that you could lean on. You use your friends and everybody else for people that you could lean on, and then you attack us.
But can you understand why? And I'm gonna say this
I'm
to you.
tired of being her punching bag.
I get it. But let me tell you something. But in the same sense, and I want to make sure that I'm clear here. I don't think you're calling her just the evil sister. I don't think that you're being malicious, okay? Your feelings that you feel are valid. They're very valid. And I understand from your point of view as well. But when you make the comment of, I'm tired of being a punching bag, she's tired of being a punching bag. She's tired of being the one that everyone comes to. She's exhausted. And I'm also sorry to you, because you're the youngest, and so you've never had to be able to connect these dots you're not seeing, because you've also just lived in a life where Marquisa has done stuff.
Yeah.
You've just lived in it. And so when she's coming out and she's angry, it's like, what's going on, girl? Like, I love you. Like, what are you doing here? But you're not able to see all these other things, and I think this happens a lot with the oldest in families. We don't ever get to see what they've been through. We don't get to know what they've been through. And yet we're sitting here like, why are you so upset, girl? What's wrong with you? And it's like, you should have been here 10 years ago. You'd have known what was wrong with me.
No, for real.
So all I'm trying to do is give you perspective of that. Because I'm not going to excuse what she calls you. Never. It's wrong. You're a beautiful woman. You should never get called anything. But the reason I asked that question of, did you ever confide in her? Because what I heard when she was doing that about getting you a trainer was a solution. I know how it came across to you. Again, I ain't excusing it. Like I told you.
Yeah.
You like, girl, I'm already in it. You know what I mean? But in her mind, she's like, well, if it comes up again, how do I just figure it out? Because that's all I've always been told I have to do is figure it out.
I mean, I know now I got a lot going on, so there's not much I can, lean on her, depend on her for.
I heard it before.
At this point in time right now in her life. And, that's okay. So when I need you to help me because I got a lot of laundry, can you just come over for a couple hours, tell me fold my clothes? It'd be like minor stuff like that, or help me with my dogs. Like, that's minor compared to what I feel like I've poured into you.
Yeah. Mom, this is you. This is all you. This fight is not really about sisters. I appreciate you making that comment about the way your directness and your harshness of your words. Are you able to apologize for her for the harshness of your words?
Yes.
Can you?
I apologize. I apologize for the bad things that were said.
I was hurting.
apologize.
Just say it, I was hurting.
Like,
I was
I
upset.
want a relationship where you could come to me and we can have an emotional connection. It's not just financial. Like, I want a sister that's like, I could just call, hey, how you doing? And I know I'm gonna get that love and not be caught a goofy or...
Yeah, but I think part of that is gonna change now that you understand her more. And now what she needs from you is for you to say, I'm gonna be there. You said it. But you gotta say to her, I commit to you. I'm gonna be there for you.
I can commit. I can be there for you.
Do you accept that?
Mm-hmm.
You wanna hug your sister now that y'all apologized and gave something? What y'all did here is you took a first step. You've took a first step. She understands now how her language is affecting you, and you understand more about who she is, okay? Mom, you know the work you got to do now, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know you do.
Thank you.
How I know you do is because you raised this strong woman who got a voice. And you raised this strong woman who got a voice.
Oh my goodness.
So I know it's in there. I really do wish y'all the best of luck, and hopefully you feel like I gave y'all some support to help y'all to move to the next level.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I love you all, and I appreciate you, okay? All right, everyone, stay with us. We'll be right back with more. We got to be real. Is there a possibility anyone else could be the father?
It ain't no possibility
Why are you
about it.
smiling, girl? Don't do that
No,
to me. Don't do that to me, girl.
Find out why this woman needs to show DNA proof for her child
Your daughter has another man's last name?
to a man who is not her husband.
You are the father. Get off my stage.
My guest Brandon says he started having doubts about being the father to his girlfriend Tiffany's baby after the baby came home from the hospital. with her husband's last name. Yeah, y'all heard me right. She is married to another man, and Tiffany swears the baby is Brandon's, and she can explain everything. So today, we're unlocking the DNA truth. Everyone, please welcome Tiffany to the show.
Hey, Karamo.
Can you have a hug?
Yeah.
You so pretty.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Hold on, girl. So you need to explain for me. So your daughter has another man's last name?
Yes, my soon-to-be ex-husband.
Okay, so what happened? Why? Explain that to me. What happened there?
Okay, so pretty much we went to the hospital to have my baby, whoop whoop, everybody happy. So the next day, Brandon had to go to work or whatever.
Okay.
So as he was at work, the birth certificate lady came around or whatever, and she asked me, like, why wasn't he there? He has to be there. He has to have his ID. So I pretty much let him know that he was okay with that or whatever about the ID and stuff like that. So
Okay.
She was finna get ready to go home, but she said she'll hold off on putting the names on the birth certificate.
Got it.
Just to let him know to come back up there Monday.
Got it.
To put his name on the birth certificate.
Okay.
So she took my ID and she was like, she finna go put my stuff in. She'll hold off to do his, whatever. So she came back around and she was like, girl, she was like, so your ID is different from what it says on your birth certificate. She asked me, was I married? And I was like, yeah, I'm married. She was like, well, I cannot put this man's name on the birth certificate. Y'all would have to go through the courts or whatnot. And I didn't understand because me and Brandon have another baby and she has Brandon's last name. And I let the lady know that, like, look, I got another baby with this man. Like, this is his baby. Like, didn't nobody ever tell me that. So she was like, well, don't tell nobody that, because what they can do, they can go back and make you change her last name as well.
Got it.
So Brandon called me on his break again, and I'm letting him know this. He was like, oh, bitch, you got me. That ain't my baby. How this? It is what it is. Like, I
So
mean,
this makes sense why Brandon has the doubts then?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
So how often do you and Brandon argue about the situation?
Like, all the time.
And what's that doing to you?
It's really hurting me because, you know, I really feel bad about his name not being able to be on the birth certificate. I know it's kind of my fault because I'm still married, you know. He wants me to get a divorce. It's not that easy to get a divorce. I can't just snap my hands and get a divorce, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get a divorce. I'm trying to get the money up to get one.
So does Brandon treat your daughter differently?
I mean, he's a great dad to my other child or whatnot, but he'll be like, Dad, Dad. He'll say, Dad, Dad to my other baby. Then he'll look over to my Chloe, the baby we alleged is not his. He'll be like, I don't know who your dad is. You ain't got my last name. You know, stuff like that, like trying to be funny with it. You know what I'm saying? Even though she's 3 months and she don't know what he's talking about, but quit playing with my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like, this your child.
In your opinion, does Chloe and Brandon look alike?
Yeah, she look just like him, like exactly. Like he being funny on this picture too. You know, it don't even look like he's just being cuddled. Like, he holding up like it is my baby. He said that in that picture too. He took his glasses out trying to. He wear glasses. He looked blind in that picture. He really took his glasses out just to see do the baby look like him in that picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, quit playing, man.
So I gotta be honest with you though, and we gotta be real. And I ask this for everyone: is there a possibility anyone else could be the father?
It ain't no possibility.
Why are you
about it.
smiling, girl? Don't do that to me, because don't do that to me, girl, because I'm listening to
He
you.
be like accusing me and stuff, but
Got
you know
it,
what I'm saying?
okay.
The stuff don't be true. And what the thing is, my husband allegedly, my finna be divorced husband, he was in jail.
Okay, got it.
And when I conceived her right around the time that he got out of jail.
Got it.
So, and we didn't find out I was pregnant with Chloe till I was 5 months. I had just had a baby.
Were you said having relationships with your soon-to-be ex-husband at the time?
No, that's what I'm telling you. I didn't even see him none when he was out of jail.
Got it,
when he got out of
then.
jail. But Brandon is saying that since his name not on the birth certificate and Chloe got my husband's last name, then I was seeing him like when he got out of jail, like, you know what I'm saying? I knew I was pregnant.
Are there any other reasons that he could have doubts?
No, not just, no. I mean, he be saying I be messing with my coworkers, but that ain't no reason. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't mess with my coworkers. We all a big family at my job. I don't even work there no more, but when I work there, we all a big family. Like, my supervisor, he buys us something to eat and stuff like that. He say I'm messing with him. Brandon's just insecure because I'm still married, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Once I get a divorce and, you know what I'm saying, maybe he can start trusting me. But this is the biggest issue of everything.
Got it.
Like,
how long has the trust been broken?
Since the co-workers, and then after this name thing is like really.
And how long y'all been together now, you and Brandon?
About 2.5 years. It'll be 3 years this year.
Around almost 3 years. And how long ago did the co-worker stuff happen?
I want to say about a year ago.
A year ago. and then the baby comes right then, right there. So it's about a year of mistrust. That's a year of mistrust. I got it. Well, everyone, I think it's time to meet Brandon. So everyone, please welcome Brandon to the show. Brandon, thank you for being here, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for being here. So what are your thoughts on what you just heard?
Some lies, a deception, betrayal, and some between.
Oh, you think so?
Some truth, a little ordeal, I guess.
Okay, so what do you think she lied about, and where do you think the betrayal is?
Brandon knew Tiffany was a married woman.
You playing both sides of the field.
But you knew I was married, though, right?
But there's also one thing he didn't know.
Tiffany confessed something to you last night?
And now everyone needs to know whether or not he's the father of her child.
I think it's time to unlock this DNA mystery and get to the truth of this. My guest Brandon says he started having doubts about being the father to his girlfriend Tiffany's baby after the baby came home from the hospital with her husband's last name. She is married to another man, and Tiffany swears the baby is Brandon's and she can explain everything. So today we're unlocking the DNA truth.
So as he was at work, the birth certificate lady came around or whatever, and she asked me, like, why wasn't he there? He has to be there, he has to have his ID. And she asked me, was I married? And I was like, yeah, I'm married. She was like, well, I cannot put this man's name on the birth certificate. Y'all would have to go through the courts or whatnot. And I didn't understand, because me and Brandon have another baby, and she has Brandon's last name.
Well, everyone, I think it's time to meet Brandon. So everyone, please welcome Brandon to the show. So what are your thoughts on what you just heard?
Some lies, a deception, betrayal, and some between.
Okay, so what do you think she lied about, and where do you think the betrayal is?
First off, with the baby, as far as the father names, like, got her husband last name, man. So that didn't sit with my spirit, whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatnot.
Yeah,
So
that makes
that's
sense.
Skeptical, and it don't sit right with intuition.
Listen, I said it too. I can understand her position of being in the hospital and feeling, but I can also understand your position of, like, our first child has my last name, and then this one, all of a sudden, now I'm not there, and he gets, yeah, I could understand your suspicion. My producer told me that Tiffany confessed something to you last night?
Last night?
Yeah, what did she confess to you?
Oh, nah, she was just telling me one day we were just sitting down.
Or one night?
Yeah, one night we just sitting down. Her friend was in the back room, in the living room. I had just got off of work, so we was in the back. So I was telling her, like, what's up with your friend over here? Well, she got all her bags in the back of my car, or whatnot. So I'm like, all right, cool. So she was like, I told you she gonna come over here and spend the night for a couple of days till she get her spot.
This is my house. I can have anybody who I want over to my house.
Okay.
He felt some type of way about that. He comes in, gets off work, come in, like, come to the room being all loud. Cause it was one of my coworkers. She was finna get ready to move, so she wanted to bring her bags over to my house, and I take her to work with me that night because we worked together. And he felt some type of way about having her over there, so he came in after work and just come into the bedroom, saying, why she here, like, embarrassing me, like, you're not my dad.
But what was confessed about that? I don't get what was the issue.
Look, that's here we go. Go ahead and finish what you got to say.
I had told him that he made me so mad in that moment. I was like, yeah, I am sleeping with people at my job. But I was mad when I said that.
But look, listen. You want to hear my side of the story? You finished? You got to hear
I want to hear your side, yeah.
My side of the thing, so we was, like, she was like, this is my friend. She could come over here. You don't pay no bills around. This is my Then we got into it. She was heated, a little debate, a little confrontation. She started spitting at me. She was like, yeah, that's why I bathroom and what? Like, what's up?
Why
are you laughing about that?
I'm saying, cause do that sound like something I would do, even though I said it, but do it sound like...
Well, if you say it, of course it's gonna sound like you do
But
it.
he was saying all kind of stuff too, like he was like saying, like, this is not... Like, he was pretty much telling me I can't have my friend in my house. Like, he be doing, like, stuff to make me mad, like, for real. Like,
yeah.
He
but
do stuff he poked me to do stuff. What you talking about?
Drug person always gonna tell you that the guys out in the truth and they mad. So you ever heard that say?
You wanted to hurt him as much as you were hurting. Okay.
Because I felt like she worked with me. If I would have said that, he'd really believe that because she worked with me. And she was even like, what? This girl crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Low blow.
But you be doing stuff, though.
It didn't sit with me to this day, man.
Got it. It makes sense. I understand why it don't sit with you. I get it.
Nightmares and dreams back. So.
Yeah. Well, listen, my producer said they have a timeline they want to show me of these events and how closely they're rated and with this DNA result. So December 2022, the former co-workers confronted. Then we're talking about January 2023. This is your ex-husband, or soon-to-be ex-husband, that got out of jail. Then May 2023, you're positively pregnant. You got the pregnancy test that he was positive, and then October, your child was born. So I get it why you're assuming, because I can see your point now. Like, there's a lot of things. You're confessing to maybe having an affair with a coworker, and now all of a sudden, the ex comes out, or the soon-to-be ex.
Similarities. But look, let me tell you something. So the whole thing about in between the time when we was in a relationship, he was locked up, so we already had conversations the first time. I found out I was just a sneaky link. And she kept our relationship on hold.
But you knew I was married, though,
She
right?
like, anytime I used to be around.
Oh, you knew she was married?
Yeah,
yes,
he
I
knew.
knew
I
she was
told
Then you accepted the role of sneaky link.
Exactly. He knew he was a sneaky link.
You're supposed to be with me wholeheartedly, and we already have established a context of some type of bond. But now,
Got
you
it.
not telling your soon-to-be ex-husband what's really going on, you still playing a triangle of love desire. It's like you playing both sides of the field. The whole thing about it.
Tiffany, I'm gonna ask you point blank, what do you want the outcome to be of this DNA test?
This is his child. My child was born with like 6 fingers that she had to get cut off, and his mom said he had 6 fingers.
I had 1 finger. She got 6 fingers on both sides. Only had
Oh,
them on
okay.
one side.
That don't got nothing to do with it. He somebody because she had him on both, and he only had him on one. But
Got it.
she had him. So
Well,
it
listen,
don't
I think
matter.
it's time to unlock this DNA mystery and get to the truth of this. This has been a big point of contention for you when it comes to trusting your woman, and also, and not saying that you're not there for your daughter because she said you are, but you have little jokes and doubts in your head. So this is a big moment for you if she is your daughter. How do you feel about this moment?
I feel like, man, if I'm not the father, there's only so much I gotta do. I can't be there wholeheartedly, but I still don't want the kid to go astray. I'll do what I can, but as far as long-term commitment, relationship, it's over, it's done. It'd be a break into existence. It just be revelation. I just catch you on the rebound. Every now I'll be there for my first one, but the second one, there's only so much I can do.
Got it.
I'm a man. I can't betray. I can't go for that. So
Yeah, the
it's
betrayal
just
be too much for you.
on to the next. Wish you the best of luck.
Got it. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, it's
I
time
feel
for you to get the
illegal.
truth. I get it. This is your truth to open.
One married woman, one man who is not her husband, and one DNA outcome. The incredible answer is unlocked next.
First off, with the baby, as far as the father names, like got it, her husband last name, man. So that didn't sit with my spirit, whatever.
My producer told me that Tiffany confessed something to you last night.
I had told him that he made me so mad at that moment. I was like, yeah, I am sleeping with people at my job. But I was mad when I said that.
Well, listen, my producer said they have a timeline they want to show me of these events and how closely they rated. So December 2022, the former co-workers confronted. Then we're talking about January 2023. This is your ex-husband, or soon-to-be ex-husband, that got out of jail. Then May 2023, you're positively pregnant. You got the pregnancy test that he was positive. Well, listen, I think it's time to unlock this DNA mystery. This is your truth to open.
Brandon, Chloe is your biological daughter. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you. I'll take that.
You know.
Okay, you talking about?
How does it feel? No, for sure now.
Hey, I mean, I guess, hey, numbers don't lie. I mean, I guess it's true, man. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, I'm here.
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
going
I
nowhere.
gotta
I'm
get her
pressing,
name
man.
changed for real, 'cause,
Yeah.
you know, he deserved it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's a lot of things that need to happen right now to rebuild the trust. I believe that when y'all are not here, y'all are two very energetic and have great personalities. But I also can tell there's probably like a darker side. When y'all get mad, y'all get turned up. And I do believe that is something y'all have to work on because the trust is playing into it. And unfortunately for you, when you get triggered, you know what's gonna hurt him.
That's.
But every time you do it, it's breaking his trust even more.
I know, but when he be hurting me, I be wanting to hurt him. But like you said, that's true though.
Yeah. So one of y'all have to make the choice to say, I'm not gonna re-trigger you because all it's gonna do is end up bleeding into these beautiful kids y'all have. It's gonna end up hurting y'all even more.
The truth is right here, so at the end of the day, I gotta be a man about it and do my part and do my behalf and break the ice and just like with the past, we move forward and just gotta keep a positive attitude and everything we move forward.
And stop bringing this up. Like,
Yeah, this is over and forgot. It's swept under the rug. So
Even with the coworkers too?
Exactly. All that's forgotten about. All
yeah,
that
because he
is-
still
is
talking
in
about
the
that, and I'm
wind.
not even there no more. Like,
Yeah.
we'll talk about these folks. I'm not even at that job no more.
He's making the commitment because now what
That's
happens,
what I'm
you
saying.
have he's making a public commitment that he's saying, I'm not gonna bring it up. So if he bring it up, just say, turn on the episode.
Right,
Don't even
exactly,
engage.
like-
Say, turn on the episode.
It's
Watch
baptism,
yourself.
man. We got a clean slate. It's like we born
And I'm
again.
gonna stop saying stuff that I didn't do just to say it just to make him mad, because it is some low down
Yeah.
stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? For real.
You gotta check on them, man. They in public, man. Deal, man. You're not there.
Listen, I really do wish y'all the best of luck. Congratulations, you know this is your daughter. Listen, I wish y'all the best of luck. Y'all are an amazing couple, and I really do. Everyone, thank you for being with us. Make sure to come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and we can keep growing. I love you all.